We are officially 40 days away from WrestleMania 41 taking place in the great city of Las Vegas. And now we are at the point in WWE where all roads lead to WrestleMania. There's no stop on the way. All the storylines and everything will all lead to Mania and build to Mania. If you pay attention on Raw and SmackDown programming every week, you will see these feuds start to happen and even just little hints at that as well. So I thought it would be fun to take a look at the most probable WrestleMania 41 card. So we already have the main matches announced. We have Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Now I'm interested to see how they do this match, because obviously it's a heel John Cena going in. How do they do the finish? Is Cody going to win and retain, or is Cena going to win? With the heel turn, obviously, everything points to Cena winning, but how do they do the finish? That is the main question I have to ask. Is it going to be a dirty finish, a clean finish, and how are they going to intertwine The Rock in it? Everything, it's still up in the air, and I'm interested to see how it goes. And then going on the other side of the men's matches, you have Jey Uso versus Gunther, a match that we have seen multiple times over, with Gunther winning all of them, obviously. And do they make Gunther drop another title at Mania? If you remember, his record-breaking IC title reign got beat by Sami Zayn at WrestleMania, and now Gunther is leading into Mania once again, being a world champion this time. Is he going to lose to Jey Uso? I don't know. Jey Uso is over, but is he world champion material? I guess we have to wait and see. However, I am interested to see how they do this match. And is it going to be, Jey Uso having a comeback win like Sami Zayn last year? Or will it be, just a quick and easy match? Interested to see how they do that. Going over to the women's side, we have Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Now, this is the one I can confidently say Charlotte better lose. She better lose. I know she won the Rumble. I know she just came back, but it's old gen versus new gen, right? Tiffany Stratton, the up-and-comer, the new woman, the new main person of the women's division in the WWE, versus the old being Charlotte Flair. You cannot have her win. If you have Charlotte win, I don't know what to say to Triple H and his booking, because Charlotte is a good wrestler. But she has been shoved down our throats for so long, especially at Mania. When she broke Asuka's streak, why, Vince? Why did he do that? I don't know. I'm hoping that Triple H does not make the same mistakes, as we cannot afford to watch another Charlotte Flair women's world title reign, or undisputed title, whatever you want to call it. Another women's title reign. She should be over there in the WWE to put over the younger talent and pass the torch to the new generation. I stand by that and always will. Now, with the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, obviously Rhea Ripley lost the title to Io Sky on Raw. And I'm not sure exactly where Triple H is going with this. I guess we have to wait and see. I'm filming this on Monday morning, so Raw has not happened yet, and this will go out on Tuesday. So tonight, storylines may change and everything like that, so I may be, a little outdated on this video. But Rhea Ripley losing the title, I don't understand it, because you have Liv Morgan with the women's tag team titles, right? So she's not going to face Rhea at WrestleMania, and that feud's over with. I mean, we've seen that enough times. They've done enough matches. That feud's long gone. So are you going to have Rhea in a one-on-one match at Mania? And if you do that, who's it going to be against? Or are you going to shut Rhea off for the card? I think somehow, some way she gets involved in the women's world title match. But that won't make sense for her dropping the title to Io. Because if you remember, Bianca is the one that basically costed Rhea the match by distracting her and all of that, allowing Io to win. So did Triple H just want to give Io the Grand Slam leading into Mania, and then she drops it to Rhea again, or Bianca? I'm not sure exactly, but I'm interested to see how they do it. Now, going over to the other matches on this card. AJ Styles and Logan Paul. Right now, as I'm speaking, there is a AJ Styles calling out Logan Paul segment to happen tonight on Raw, and that's going to lead to a match at Mania. But I don't know how I feel about that, because leading into Mania, if we go back to Royal Rumble time, I fully thought AJ Styles was going to face Braun Breaker for the IC title at Mania. They sort of set that up at the Raw after Royal Rumble and everything, but they're not leading into it, and it does not make sense to me why they would, plant the seeds for that and then switch it to Styles and Logan Paul, because this is Styles' probably second to last Mania. He probably will have another match at Mania 42, and that will be it, because he's not wrestling into 50. He stated that multiple times over. Logan Paul, I mean, he's a good wrestler, and it's going to be a great match, don't get me wrong, but I would have liked to see AJ Styles face a more over opponent and maybe face for a title as well, because I like seeing AJ Styles as a champion. After that, we have obviously the seeds were planted, Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, and that's going to be a great match like it always is. And I'm excited they were going to do that instead, because initially I thought it was going to be Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, but obviously that changed at Elimination Chamber. They did that match. Now we're getting Randy and Kevin at Mania. They're not really fighting for anything, because I think Randy Orton is going to turn heel very soon after WrestleMania as well. And he's going to get in a feud with Cody, taking Cody out of the title picture after he loses to Cena, so Cena can do other feuds. So I'm excited for that, but it's going to be a good match. Now, the women's tag team titles, Liv and Raquel, you have to put your titles on the line at Mania. Now, I will admit, on this list, there is not a United States Championship match, because honestly, I don't think Triple H knows what he's doing with the U.S. title. You have LA Knight win the title. He drops it to Nakamura. LA Knight wins it back. It's a dead division, and the storylines are not there, and they're just not getting over with fans. You need a good mid-card talent to hold that title. He tried it with Shinsuke, it did not work, and he gave it back to LA Knight, but honestly, the first time around when LA Knight was United States Champion, that did not work. But anyways, the women's tag team titles. Liv and Raquel, I think they will face Alexa Bliss and Abby the Witch, aka Nikki Cross. So the Wyatt Sticks will be incorporated into Mania. And right now, the reason they're not on SmackDown or anything is because Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, is currently injured. But I think the women's side with Alexa Bliss coming back and having Lily and all of that Fiend character stuff, you have to put her with Abby the Witch. And I think they would be a very fun tag team to watch as the women's tag team champions. That very dark, evil tag team stable, and it would be great. And then Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. I'm not excited. Okay, so at the Royal Rumble, they were supposed to set up for the match at Mania with Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, but it got messed up with a spot from Logan Paul and LA Knight, leaving Drew McIntyre absolutely livid. So they had to redo and restart that angle at Elimination Chamber. Now, I'm happy that Drew and Damian are both on the card because they're both great wrestlers, but I don't think they're going to give us anything that we haven't seen before, and it's going to be sort of a filler match, between two good matches on the card. And after that, a women's match that I am very excited for, Jade Cargill versus Naomi. They planted the seeds, and oh my god, Naomi and Bianca Belair, they deserve an Oscar for their performance on SmackDown with that promo. The literal tears and just everything about it, the way they spoke, the way they handled it was phenomenal. And Jade Cargill, I've been super over on Cargill for a while. Obviously, she needed more training, then she got injured and all of that. But I think Naomi is a great pairing because you can put Naomi with basically any wrestler on the women's division, and she will put on a great match. Naomi is one of those people that can have a great match with just about anybody. And especially with the up-and-comer of Jade Cargill, I think that is going to tear the house down. Possibly match of night one. Going over to the men's side. Solo Sikoa. He was in the main event scene, and he had that feud with Roman Reigns, and now he has dropped off. I think Triple H finally understands that Solo Sikoa is not that main event heel that you're wanting. And they have implemented hints at this as well, with Solo Sikoa saying, I acknowledge you to Jacob Fatu. I think they're going to put the spotlight on Jacob Fatu, which is well deserved. At Mania, at first I thought Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman. But we had that match already. We had that at Saturday Night's main event. And do you really just want two big guys going at it? I think for storyline purposes and just for Mania as a whole, the better match is Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu, the leader of the new bloodline. They can battle that out and do that. But obviously, the new bloodline storyline is not good without Roman Reigns and the Usos involved. And there's not going to be in this case. Now going over to the tag team division, I think we will get a multi-person match, and this has been hinted at for a while. There was Nick Aldis's promo, promoting the tag team division, explaining all the storylines involved, and there will be a tag team title match at SmackDown, which I think DIY will retain. Leading us into Mania, it will be Motor City Machine Guns versus DIY versus the Street Profits versus Pretty Deadly versus Los Garza. Basically, all the tag teams that you have on SmackDown all battling it out for the gold at Mania. And it will be a great match because they're all great tag teams. You may not be over on Los Garzas, but they can provide entertainment and some nice high-flying spots. And it's going to be a great tag team match overall. Now, going over to another multi-person match, I think the IC title will be defended in a multi-person ladder match featuring Braun Breaker, Penta, Finn Balor, Ludwig Kaiser, Sheamus, and Pete Dunne. And there's been hints at the Penta, Ludwig Kaiser, and Pete Dunne storyline. Last week on Raw, the March 3rd episode, they had a triple threat match. And it's been, Penta is like the main guy that beat Pete Dunne and beat Ludwig, and Pete Dunne costed Ludwig the match against Penta. It's a lot of stuff. And they hinted at Braun Breaker and Finn Balor on the March 3rd episode of Raw as well. And I think all of that leads into a multi-person match. Those storylines intertwine, and we get a banger ladder match at WrestleMania, which is amazing because for a while there was always that go-to amazing ladder match. There was Daniel Bryan winning the IC title, Zack Ryder winning the IC title, and I think no different this time. And depending on if Rey Fenix is in the WWE or not at that time, Penta is in a great spot because he is being shown as the guy of Raw of that mid-card division, being the guy to beat and being beloved by fans. He has gotten over instantly, which is amazing to see. I have always been a big Penta and Rey Fenix fan. So how do they incorporate that when Rey Fenix comes over? Because Tony Khan did announce that Rey Fenix is no longer under contract, so it's only a matter of time until Rey Fenix is in. Do you pair Penta with Rey Fenix? Because obviously they are a wonderful tag team. But as of right now, Penta is being great at being a single star. And I think you put the IC title on Penta at WrestleMania because he is so over with the fans. And then last but not least, the triple threat. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. In my opinion, the match of the weekend of WrestleMania. This match could be phenomenal if done right. Now, as of right now, we have not seen Roman Reigns on TV, and as I previously stated, I'm filming this at 4 p.m. on Monday, so Raw happens in 4 hours. There is a steel cage match, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins tonight. I think Roman Reigns could get involved in that, which will set up the triple threat match. As of right now, Roman Reigns has not been involved in this storyline. He has been off TV because he is part-time and he's filming and doing all of that. So if Roman Reigns does not show up on Raw tonight, it'll be Punk and Rollins at Mania. But I think he will, and I think he will interrupt that steel cage match, leading to that triple threat. And then the last match for the show, Bayley and Roxanne Perez. So, Bayley, you have to have her at Mania. And I think we do need another women's match for this card. You need a good variety of men's and women's matches. And I think Bayley versus Roxanne Perez will be great. And once again, the old gen versus the new gen. Bayley passing the torch on to Roxanne Perez. I don't think they've hinted at this. I haven't really paid attention, to be honest with you, but I think it's a match that I would like to see at WrestleMania, and one that could be a great match, a good quality match that's good entertainment. So WrestleMania 41, I'm excited for it. Now, will it live up to WrestleMania 40? I don't think so, because WrestleMania 40, I don't think could ever be topped. It was the best Mania of all time, but with how the storylines are going and how the interactions are going on TV, this, in my opinion, is the most probable WrestleMania 41 match card. If you disagree with me, let me know what other matches you think will happen or which matches you think won't happen. And anyways, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.